What's going on, y'all? What it is. So let's go ahead and jump all over this. So it's clear and evident that Monique is not going to let this thing go as it pertains to the apology that she feels that she's owed from Tyler Perry and also Oprah. But Monique's direct focus and undivided attention is on Tyler at this particular point in time, as Monique remains relentless in successfully ripping Madea's wig from the absolute scalp over a promised apology by Tyler that was later repudiated back in 2016. We all know the story. Now, Tyler recently spoke at Angie's celebration of life, and Monique had a problem with it because she basically said it was hypocritical. Now, a key point that Monique made when she posted her soliloquy on Instagram was addressing when Tyler talked about Angie's unpaid royalties and whatnot, y'all, with Tyler sternly asking where's Angie's money. So that prompted Monique to ask, where's my money? Because at the end of the day, she deems Tyler and Oprah responsible for a career-altering rumor that they started, right? And she has a point there, a valid point. But anyway, Monique decided to take the conversation to fellow comedian Red Grant, and they discussed more in deep detail on where Monique was coming from. I want you guys to check out this clip, and I'll be back.
I'm not difficult to work with. I'm just not going to put up with no foolishness. Right. And it's not that I'm not going to let you treat anybody else bad that we're playing with. So I think that the misconception came from Tyler Perry. I'm not trying to dress it up. I'm too damn grown to be scared to say it out loud. But when that brother says, oh, she's difficult to work with, well, people ran with that. And it affected my career for 12 years on, oh, she's difficult. But what I will say, people that have worked with me, nobody has ever said, oh my God, she's difficult to work with. And Tyler Perry never worked with me. So go figure that out. Okay, then, Red Grant.
Well, we're here now. Forget it. We're here now because he said something recently and you addressed the situation. And I felt you. You know what I mean? Because I just don't like, I don't want to call what I don't want to get a part of, but don't be hypocritical in situations, right? And you talked about that. What made you react like that?
Angie Stone was a warrior. Angie Stone was a fighter, baby. And to watch that man up there be hypocritical over top of my sister, no, sir. You cannot do that, because if it was the other way around, I know my sister would have done the same damn thing. It's like what you will not do is be a wolf in sheep's clothing. I won't allow that, Tyler Perry. So, and when people say he does such nice things for people, he does. But he gonna make sure you damn sure know about it. He gonna make sure you knew. Okay, then, Red Grant. We knew he had Whitney Houston on the plane. We knew he paid for the girl's house when it burned down. We knew he left a $3,000 tip. It's like, listen, when you do things from here, that's between you and the universe. So, and let me be clear.
Yeah, and it talks about that in the Bible too. It talks about don't do for people and then brag on it. Like that's supposed to be something that you do, and God, that's you and God.
And so, let me be clear, as I've always said, me and my husband love Tyler Perry as we love Oprah Winfrey. They're our brother and sister, or they may be our sisters, however you see it, okay? However you see it, because if he has on the dress, he's my sister. When he puts on the damn pants, he's my brother. But however, Madea is a far better human being than Tyler Perry. Madea is a far better human being because the principles and the values that she stands on, once he goes back to Tyler Perry, he drops it off. He drops it off. And people oftentimes in our community, we act with our emotions. Not logic, not fact. We just deal with our emotions. And I'm like, y'all, as long as we deal in our emotions, we will always be placed at the bottom because we're not dealing with it logically or factually.
Now, what I just witnessed, y'all, was the pot calling the kettle black. How in the hell are you going to say that people within our community deal in our emotion when you definitely dealt in your emotion when you decided to take over Angie's celebration of life with your own drama that you had with Tyler Perry and make it about you? Now, let's be clear, when Angie first passed away, if you looked at Monique's Instagram page, there was no paying homage to Angie Stone. There was no, oh, she was a warrior. She was a fighter. That was my sister. She's a queen. It was complete silence. And yes, I'm well aware that I made this point in a previous video that I did regarding this situation, but I just had to make it again because I just find that so alarming. And I truly believe that Monique was one of the individuals that Angie Stone's son was alluding to when he said that there were fake friends and people that were trying to take advantage of the passing of his mom. Now, another thing I want to bring up is when Monique started talking about the fact that Tyler Perry does do nice things for people, but you're sure as hell gonna know about it. And it was implying like Tyler Perry wants us to know that he's doing these nice things for people. And I want to point out and highlight something that happens within our community a lot. You know, I've posted things on social media in the past highlighting the fact that I've helped a homeless person, or I bought groceries for an individual that was in front of me in line at the grocery store and things like that. And people will drop down in the comments, my people, right, and say, oh, you're lying, whatever the case may be. He's just trying to get likes and clicks and things like that. Now, mind you, I never posted a video of who I'm helping, but those very same people will see somebody else post a video of them helping someone. Them very same people will go and criticize that particular person for posting a video of the actual person that they were helping. Now, I do understand when people make the point that there are certain modifications that could be made, like blocking the person's face out before you post a video of you helping that particular person. And again, I get that, but in my estimation, who cares? Because if people are so quick to point out the fact that you actually put someone on camera that is down on their luck versus the fact that you're helping them and you're doing a good deed to put them in a better position, right? That just shows me that there has to be some type of cognitive dysfunction going on there for them to come to that conclusion. You know, people don't take in consideration that the reason why some people post themselves helping someone is based off of the fact that they want to inspire others to do so if they financially can. But people just want to quickly point to the fact, oh, they're trying to get some type of recognition. They're trying to get likes. They're trying to get views. I mean, that's just crazy to me. And listen, there are people out there that are just looking for the recognition and things like that. And I understand that to the 10th power. But I will say this. These are some of the same people that criticize individuals that help people and post it on social media that will actually go to a funeral of a beloved one and actually post that particular person that's passed away stretched out in a casket with their face exposed for the whole world to see. But yet you're going to criticize somebody that posts them doing a good deed on social media with the individual that they're helping in it. Come on, make it make sense. Now, I say all of this to tie it to what Monique said about Tyler as it pertains to the fact that whatever he does for somebody, you're going to know about it, right? So what? At least he's doing something. So what he had Whitney on the plane? So what he paid for Angie Stone's funeral? So what he left a $300 or $3,000 tip, whatever it may be. He's doing something to affect change. And I'm not going to criticize him based off the fact that you haven't got what you wanted from him. Now, at the end of the day, do you deserve an apology? Yes. Do you deserve a check? Yes. I do believe that Tyler owes this woman a check. I will say that. To make things right, Tyler does owe her an apology and a check, if I'm keeping it all the way real, for all of the monies that she lost over the years. But you getting on his character Medea, you saying slick shit like you just said, it's not going to get it done. Now, in closing, I would just like to reiterate, just because someone does something for someone and it becomes public knowledge does not mean that it didn't come from the heart of the person who helped out the individual. That's not the case all the time. I'm more concerned with the individuals that do things for people, and then when they get mad or don't get their way, they actually bring it back up and throw it in their face. That is what I have an issue with, and that shows me that it didn't come from the heart. All right, but anyway, I'm gonna let this thing go right here. I want you guys to drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about this whole entire situation. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and if you're new here, consider subbing to the channel. I'll get with you guys later. Peace.